Ladies and gentlemen, there is no denying Champions Arena is awesome. It's probably the best Gala game that has come to date, and it has over 80,000 downloads at this point. So clearly a smash hit in the workings. You know, it's got to get over 1 million. We'll get there. It'll have its moment. But today I wanted to talk about some things that I feel like would help the game become that much better. Because at the end of the day, that's all we want. We want the best gaming experience. And something I wanted to quickly talk about is the current situation on Champions Arena. And this is how I'm going to start this video off, by showing you all the actual announcements that Champions Arena has gone ahead and done. And this is in regards to a very specific issue, because I was actually planning on making a video in regards to rerolling. Rerolling is the process of making a brand new account and going ahead and just doing it over and over and over until you get something that you want. For example, if you don't get a 4-star hero, you just reroll and make a new account, right? That's something that is very normalized in many gacha games. You know, at the end of the day, you know, Champions Arena is a gacha game, and these games have a metric tons of rerolls all over the place. I mean, I remember playing Summoner's War, and the first thing that I did was go ahead and reroll until I hit a 5-star, and then I, you know, took that 5-star to Glory Land, and, you know, hit top of the ranks. I didn't actually hit top of the ranks. That was, like, impossible. People spend too much money in these games, but I tried my best, and I had fun therein. I was going to make a free-to-play guide with the Champions Arena hub that I went ahead and crafted, talking about mayhem and different things. In fact, I've got a BlueStacks loaded up. This is an Android emulator, and it's very important because on the actual PC version of the game, you can actually access the cash shop. It doesn't show you it. And there are a lot of really good packages that are great, but for free-to-play players specifically, this pack right here is extremely important. It's the Expiration Support Package. It's 200 gems, and it gives you 100 of these essences that you can use for mayhem. And by the way, for the people that didn't believe me when I said I had a lot of essences, I have a lot of them. So what's the problem here? Well, the problem is for free-to-play players, there is a distinction between paid gems and free gems. I have currently 11,000 paid gems and 2,783 free gems. If you did not know, if you go to a guild's estate, which by the way, you should be using Hydra because Hydra has the lowest fees in the game and it has the most awesome estate with 4 trading slots. You've got to take advantage of these. But if I go to this trade market, and this is the way you trade for items, soul stones, all kinds of things in the game, you're going to notice one very key difference. You can only buy things with paid gems. You have to pay money to get these. And the problem is when you actually sell an item, which I've gone ahead and done, you only get normal free gems. So if you're understanding what's going on here, well, you can actually buy things in the marketplace if you're a free-to-play player. This is a feature that is only segregated to people that spend money in the game, which is a problem, obviously. And this is a thing that I feel like, you know, it kind of makes sense in a way, because at the end of the day, this is a Web3 game. It's got those Web3 gaming components, NFTs, all that stuff. Terrifying for the average consumer. And here's where the problem lies. That's the problem there in and of itself. That right now, Web3 gaming is a little complicated. There aren't really any clear rule books on what to do. I wanted to go ahead and make a free-to-play series where I'd, you know, make an account and just play the game for free to show you all free-to-play gamers how to play this game for free and just kind of documenting my journey as I went. But on the terms of service, it says you can't have multiple accounts. So, for example, when I went on Spider Tanks and I made multiple accounts because I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to be a cool little bean, right? And I wanted to hit DD on an account with a 100% win rate. Of course, I didn't end up doing it, but I got a 98.4, so I would say pretty close. I didn't end up making any money off those accounts. Literally nothing. I didn't cash anything out. I logged out of those accounts, left them to dust. I just wanted to make a fun series for my channel. But it's against the terms of service. It's not a good thing to do right now because of how things are done. So it feels like because we've added these Web3 integrations onto this game and onto this ecosystem all of a sudden, and of course, no fault to their own, you know, there are a bunch of people abusing things, and if there's something that can be abused, it will probably be abused. But at the end of the day, it kind of limits those people that are good faith actors, people that actually want to do things the right way, and unfortunately for them, the things that they wanted to do, they can't really do them anymore because of how the rules are set out. And those people that are bad, well, they'll probably get away with it. They'll find a way to get away with it. That's how they've always done it. So it's a very interesting ecosystem, but it especially hurts free-to-play players because we get free gems off of every trade. Yeah, sure, I can go ahead, claim these free gems, and then I'll put, for example, like this little boo for sale for, I don't know, 50 gems. Great, right? That's awesome. And I can do that with my free gems, and that's great. But I can never use these gems to actually buy things on the marketplace. So if I wanted to buy something on the marketplace, I don't know, let's say I'll waste 50 gems just for the purpose of this video. I wanted to buy this Oak Acorn 10 Soulstones. It cost me 50 paid gems, and right now I have 14,617. You're going to notice that when I go to pay it, it only lets me do it with paid gems. Not a good thing. Nobody likes that. So we've got to find ways to go ahead and make it just as easy, because we still have those barriers of friction. Even if we don't have the barriers in crypto, it's just like in general, the game feels like it's kind of like squeezing people right now. Because if you're a free-to-play player, you essentially have to go to an estate. You don't have a choice here. And you have to ask them for like gems. You have to ask them, hey, can I please have 100 to 200 gems so I can get started with the trade market and trade things? I can't actually buy anything, but hopefully one day I save enough gems to go ahead and do, I don't know, a 10x pool or a whatever, 1,100 normal pool that has, what is it, a 10% chance? Goes up to 13% chance at some point to pull something. So this fix is absolutely necessary. They have to find a way to at least alleviate that part of the rules to make it just as easy for people to access this game as any other game out there. And that's the thing. We have to make these games just as easy as any other game would make it out to be. Let people do free-to-play accounts. Let people do all the things that they would have done anyway. In terms of exploits, people do them anyway in regular gaming. But of course, now we've got things on the line, so it's a little bit different. And so these are problems that we're always going to probably have for Web3 gaming and how I think these are going to function a little bit differently. But something I kind of just wanted to bring to your attention. If you're a free-to-play player in this game and you want a TLDR guide of what to probably do in this game, well, it's very simple. You're going to have no gems, but you're going to have some essences that you get every single day. You're going to go ahead and either explore, or you're going to go ahead and scan this little world. You're going to look for raids, which hopefully you get lucky enough to get them. We got a plunder here, so we can't do this. And then you're going to do as many as you can. Once you do as many as you can, then you get these rewards and you sell them on the marketplace. But I hope you have gems. You got to get the gems from the estate. So beg your estate owner for some gems. Maybe you'll get 100 gems from them, and maybe you'll actually have enough to do something. It doesn't matter the level. It doesn't matter if you lose this raid instantly. You will still get something for it. And hopefully it's this beautiful little rare small amount of champion experience, or the big one, or the massive chests that are selling for 200 something gems right now, which are paid gems, but nonetheless still a thing. It would be nice if we were in a world though where a free-to-play player could go ahead and buy a sword off of the marketplace as well. Like, it's a fair amount of mobile games that are out there. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section in regards to all this. How would you personally solve this issue? I'm sure GALA is looking at this, and I'm happy to start the discussion overall for Web3 gaming. But until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.